Hey gamers, welcome back to the A side. And today I'm very excited because we're going to be reacting to everybody's favorite band, AJR. Um, now I have a history with this band. Okay, I not too long ago made a video reacting to The Click, and that of course is an album I did not like whatsoever. And I thought Neo Theater, the album that came out in 2019, was even worse. And this is one of the worst bands of all time, in my opinion. But I went into The Click with an open mind. And if you watch those reaction videos, which you totally should, by the way, you'll see there were moments I liked and didn't automatically hate everything. I gave everything a chance. So I'm going to go into this new album, OK Orchestra, with the same idea, and maybe it will surprise me. They said it's the best thing they've made yet, which was hard to do. So, let's see how it goes. Hey, and make sure you subscribe, because I'm only 11 subs away from 100, and that would be awesome. Anyway, now for the first track, OK Overture, which I did already react to the first 51 seconds before I may or may not have dropped my computer. Anyway, let's get started.
Our drums. This is our melody.
See, I feel like this is like, oh, kind of cool the first time you listen to it.
Melody.
But I see this as something that would be so repetitive every time you try and listen to this track and album as a whole. See, I don't like that there. Those synths sound nice, though. See, it's still raw. And it has that... It's hard to put into words what AJR does. This is nice. So it's still kind of a bit much. That trumpet is a lot. But I think the pianos are nice. And it's definitely put together better. See, it still has those obnoxious vocals. But the piano itself, and the instrumental is not as bad as it would have been on like Neo Theater. It's mixed much better. Still entirely too loud, but better. Is that it, Chief? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, because for AJR, it's good. Okay. It's not hurting my ears like a lot of the Click or Neo Theater did. It seems to be mixed much better and produced, still very overproduced, but it doesn't sound as clunky, it doesn't sound as much of just a mess as those other albums did. Like the piano there, the trumpet, and the percussion, I think it was layered much better than it ever has before, but I still don't like it. It's still really loud, it's still really overproduced, and those, like, obnoxious backing vocals just don't do it for me. They never have. But let's continue. We're only a minute and a half in this 4.5-minute track. That's a weird, like, auto-tune. Like, pitch shift. Oh, and a key change that quick. Thanks, guys. That's nice. A little dreamy guitar there. But there's still way too much going on. Why? That's just so childish. Like, you're like trying to make music for little kids, which, like, usually they try and appeal to like my generation, like the Gen Z, you know, like depressed middle school teenagers, high schoolers. This is... I feel extremely conflicted right now. It's AJR. That's everything I don't like about AJR. Just done better and produced better than it has been in the past. Gross. That pitch shifting again that they're known for. And I hate it. And you guys are already kind of out of touch. You're making what music like we think we like, someone like 21 Pilots. But you're not. I mean, I'm too old. I'm too young to feel so old. Come on. That's very on the nose, and you're trying very hard to be, hashtag relatable. That is way too much going on at once. Tone it back. Have some goddamn subtlety. I have way too much fun doing these. Okay. Opening track. Okay, Overture. Really not giving me much to work with here, guys. I was really going this hoping it would be better. And it does sound better. It is better produced than The Click. Definitely better produced than Neo Theater. It's still a lot. It's still way overproduced, but it's not as much of a clusterfuck as it was before. That being said, here's my rating scale. I like a song. I'm going to give it the Valentine's Day Stormtrooper. You are the droid I'm looking for. Oh, isn't that cute? I love it. If it's meh, I'm going to give it the black GameCube controller. And if it's bad, I'm going to give it the red 1984 because it's basically worse than Tyranny. And they're trying to, manipulate us and brainwash us what they think we like. The studios, by AJR. Anyway, maybe that's a little too edgy. I don't care. Bummerland. Bummerland, here I am. I think I just hate everything this band is about and stands for. Because the backing vocals, that are super produced and, layered are just not for me. This month, I got 7 haircuts, and now my hair is I like a tambourine line. It had me for a second there, when it stripped back. See, I don't think this is terrible when it's stripped back. But then all this shit comes in and makes me feel like I want to vomit all over my laptop. I could be playing Cold War right now. Huh. You know what? I've heard this song on the radio. Or in public, and I guess I just didn't realize I did. I probably tried to block it out of my memory the best I could. Which, could you blame me? See, this isn't bad when it's stripped back and it's just a bass line and a tambourine. And then the loud percussion and the vocals come in and just ruin everything. Why do you think it has to be overproduced all the time? Production and noises, bigger does not always equal better. Subtlety and stripping yourself back, minimalism works. A lot of the time, minimalism works very well. And this is something that the AJR brothers apparently haven't realized yet. I mean, I know the people that like it really like it, and that's great. If you enjoy AJR, that's fine. I just think it's tasteless, substanceless, fucking garbage. Why? Why though? That's my question. People who do like AJR, why? Defend your senpais in the comments below. I'm interested. I've never met someone who actually likes this band before. So, tell me, is it the lyrics? I don't know, are you the kind of person that, even if your song sounds like garbage, it has decent lyrics, you'll like it? Because a lot of the lyrics do tend to be pretty faux, relatable, trying so hard to be like Tyler Joseph, and it just doesn't work whatsoever. Look, I'm a depressed teenager too! How do you do, fellow kids? Want to go skateboards? I think at the core there could be something decent going on here, but there's just too much noise. Next track. Oh, Bummerland. Bummerland. Um, I'm also gonna give that the red. 1984. Um, it had moments to it, but every time I started to get into it, it came back with the overproduction and explosion of all these noises that just sound like noise to try and make things big. All these synths and trumpets and stuff all clash so much in all the background vocals, and they're trying to make it like a swell of all these sounds, and they're trying to make it sound like big and epic, but it just doesn't work for me. Track 3, 3 o'clock things.
Guy, I promise everything will be alright, be okay. Your eyes are tired, but keep them open cause you wouldn't want to miss a thing. Come on, guy, I promise everything will be alright, be okay. Your eyes are tired.
Once again, they're trying to be like quirky.
It's kind of funny how I
and
paid for
different.
college when YouTube was an option, but then I would have had to spend my best years skipping ads and reading comments. And when the hell did advertisements get so good? They're like narcotics. So now I'm spending every penny I own. I should have allowed.
When did advertisements get so good? They're like narcotics? Dude, what the fuck are you going on about right now? So, like, he's saying he shouldn't have gone to college and made YouTube channels?
Or if they hate me, I feel like everyone I know right now is hooking up and getting wasted. And maybe sex is overrated, but we're too shy to ever say it.
I wouldn't know. I'm a Weezer fan. Hey!
I should be sleeping. Would you go running if you saw the real me? Maybe you'd love him, yeah, maybe you'd feel me. But I'll never ask you, no, that's super scary. Sorry to bail, it's already 3 o'clock.
Okay. So, like, this song seems to be like, it kind of derailed immediately with the whole, I should have dropped out of college and been a YouTuber, but I don't want to read the mean comments and skip ads. Ads are so good. Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? But that part right there was really interesting. Talking about, like, how you hide, like, who you are, and, like, talking about things like, oh, everyone's going out and, like, getting wasted and hitting vapes and shit, and you know, making fucking sick clouds, bro. But maybe like getting laid and all that shit is overrated. And some people do think that. Like, you have your straight edge people, and it's interesting. And it's a lot better than what he was doing on No Grass today. And it did like strip back a little bit, and it was a more quiet moment. And I liked that. Anyway, I know it's about to ruin everything I just said, so let's continue.
Tell if anything's real or not. It's kind of funny how you vote for someone.
Maybe not.
To vote for someone. To vote for someone.
Okay, Mr. fucking AJR. I don't want you to be criticizing our governmental system. Republics work. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I'm not going to go into the whole. I don't want Mr. fucking AJR trying to make a historical critique about the way our government system works. I'm not even going to get into it right now. But let's just continue.
But you say that he means well. If I keep on talking politics, my friends will do, they're over it. If I keep on talking politics, I'm Hamilton without the hits.
I'm Hamilton without the hits.
Maybe you'd love her, yeah, maybe you'd feel me, but I'll never ask you, no, that's super scary. Sorry to bail, it's already 3 o'clock. It's too hard to tell if
You know what? This song has some bad qualities to it. I think overall I'm enjoying it more than things I dislike. This, whatever the fuck this is, sucks. But I really like this part. when it strips itself back more.
Our parents, 'cause they taught us their ways. Stay out of politics.
Like, and it sounds like a good build-up. I like what it's kind of talking about in some spots, but I think some parts are really dumb. This is like a nice build-up, though. I know it's gonna build up some bullshit, but it's a good build-up. Proving this band does have talent. They just keep ruining it in return. That's the problem.
If you're fucking racist, then don't come to my show. No, we have to do one more.
Ah, there we go. Why? You were doing so good! I mean, at least musically. Lyrically, you fucking suck, dude. But I don't know who thought this sounded good. That sounds better than it did before, but still not good. That was 3 o'clock things. I'm gonna give that the black GameCube controller. Some of the lyrics were pretty good when they were more like introspective and more personal and like viewing like, you know, party culture and like what the young people do nowadays. I mean, what people do in general nowadays. Versus, you know, who we really are and how you kind of hide yourself and pretend to be like someone you're not sometimes to be cool, and like wondering how you'd feel if someone knew the real you. But then it gets watered down and ruined by random mentions of politics and like historical and government commentary about like he doesn't like the way the republic system works, and then it had that whole ending part. It could have been good, but they ruined it. Anyway, this video is going to be really long. Track 3, My Play.
I put on a play in my old house, in my cape, jumping on the old couch, putting up lights when it's cold out. Mom and dad both seats sold out. Show you my play.
I like. It sounds like a. I like the weird like kind of guitar.
Wonder if they found my spaceship. I don't want my own love
And
wasted. Tell me
like
this
violins
is what you're
and
saying. If you both outgrew one another, I could start now looking for a lover. But if love dies, do I fucking bother? I just really, 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 really wanna show you my play.
okay, this is kind of sweet. I know the production is there, but I don't know why. It's just really doing it for me. Maybe it's just because I'm emotionally unstable, but it's hitting me.
Trying to be great for an hour. You and me might go sour, but if we don't hold out, then we're cowards.
Wow.
I put on a play in my basement.
Okay, so like the commentary on like romance here, how like he's conflicted because he knows like no matter what happens, love is gonna die and he's gonna get hurt and it's gonna go sour. But he's saying like he should try anyway. And earlier in the song, he's like, "What's the point?" But now he's like, you know, it's part of life. We have to keep trying. And I don't know. I guess it's just something I needed to hear.
Smiling faces, but now I don't know.
I like the kind of like cozy vibe
Everything is complicated.
of like
If you both outgrew one another,
of like the fiddle, not fiddle, but like violin and stuff. It's like their like whole Disney concept, but executed right. And I feel the emotion in this song. I feel like this is genuine. It has a soul, more so than the other things AJR does. Yo, there's a song on here that features the Blue Man Group. What is that?
you my play? Will you pretend you didn't know if I make a mistake? It's gonna get really, 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 really bad before it's okay. But maybe you'll forget it all while you're watching my play.
What the fuck was that? Holy shit. What did they just do? I'm gonna give that this, the Pink Stormtrooper. I don't know why, that just, like, really hit me. And it's weird, because this is a band I really do despise. Like, those last couple of songs were very bad. But My Play just kind of hit me. And it had some production flaws, but I think lyrically it worked, and it was just very sweet and candid and honest. And it feels like the most soulful and honest thing AJR may have ever done. So, next track, Joe, my nose is running. Anyway, Joe. Hey, Peter. Can I borrow your Ah, yes, Mr. Beatbox.
I believed in God back in 8th grade. He could smoke an eighth on a school day. Remember when you left at my last name?
No, I don't.
Now I go by Met, is that less late?
Not
Of a
really.
last name.
Oh, those 808s are loud. Turn them down, buddy. It's like Bonehead's guitar and Be Here Now as loud as you can get.
Back in 09, always down to hang, he had no time. Yeah, but in a couple of years, I'll be so out of here. I'll have a lot of new friends and I won't even care. I don't ever think of you. I got too much stuff to do. Should've left you back in
This is honestly kind of bland.
Joseph, do you think I don't ever think of you. Look at all this stuff I do.
Is this like
I played shows in Belarus.
a strange, like, religious commentary?
But it feels strange.
Why?
Every time she laughed, it would feel fake.
Why? Well,
But
yeah,
you can
that's
make her laugh
how it
in a
goes.
real way. Yeah, I still use your jokes and they go great. It took a little while, but I found love.
God's
I don't
jokes?
reply, you just thumbed up. I play a lot of shows, but you don't come. And I don't even mind, this is so dumb, so dumb. I don't ever think of you.
Obviously, that's not true. If you wrote a whole song about them. Who's Joseph? Is this a religious commentary? Or is it about a girl? Or friends? That sounds, these 808s, man. It ain't for me, bub. I don't know. And I'm this band's target audience, too. That's the thing. I am a edgy theater teenager in my senior year of high school who likes bands like 21 Pilots. I am this band's target audience, and I think this is some bullshit. I don't know, this song mostly sounds bad, but overall, it's just bland. I'm having a hard time caring, like, hating it or loving it, you know? I just don't care. This band's good when they strip back, that's the thing. If this album was like OK Human instead of OK Orchestra, where it got rid of all the overproduction, electronic bullshit, and just went to the roots of orchestrated, like, classical, Baroque pop, it might be really good. But instead, they overproduced it and threw all these electronics and loud noises in, and it just ruins everything for me. God, Nintendo Switch commercial. I'm gonna give that 1984. The bad red book cover. I didn't like it. It sounded bad, but it was mostly just bland. I don't know whether it was trying to be religious, like a religious commentary. Next track. Adventure is out there. Oh boy, it's an Up reference. Sounds like a Vampire Weekend song. Hopefully not as preppy and obnoxious as Vampire Weekend is. Oof, got him.
I keep losing my socks.
Hey, is this a different singer?
Where the hell do they go?
Where's
They
my...
probably free, floating somewhere in the sea.
That's just a strange, childish concept about losing your socks.
They miss my face.
I doubt they do. I know I don't.
I keep losing my socks.
What are you going on about, man? I think musically the song's not bad. I like the weird guitar, and it's more stripped back, and it's not destroying my ears and overwhelming me. That's interesting they use another singer. They pull something else, like a surprise. Oh, so the name Adventures Out There is sarcastic because you're not doing anything. You're just sitting. These lyrics are dumb. I actually think I'm losing brain cells right now. I don't think the song sounds too bad. It definitely sounds like Vampire Weekend, though. Not as pretty as Vampire Weekend, or as good as Vampire Weekend, at least musically. I like Up, by the way. It's a great movie. But AJR and their Disney influences have led them to sound more cheesy and melodramatic than emotional or nostalgic, like they're going for, or even theatric. They sound less theatric and more obnoxious. Like the bad kind of theater kid that you don't want to talk to. Like the melodramatic one that gets mad when they don't get the lead part, not like a cool theater kid like me. Of course. Hair flip. Okay. Musically, that song wasn't bad, actually. Still little produced, still a little too much. But I like those kind of weird, woozy guitars. And it was a little more stripped back. I think that worked. Lyrically, though, Lord, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I guess I don't know. I'm gonna give it the black GameCube controller. I like what it was doing musically. But lyrically that was pretty bad. The musicality and lyricism, it never overlapped with this band being good at the same time. I guess the closest thing is Sober Up, but that even has my favorite color is you. So, anyway, let's end this episode with a bang. That was cheesy. I've heard this song before, but let's react to it anyway. This is Bang. This was all over TikTok and social media. I haven't heard it when I got my hair cut once.
I get down, and I'm jumping around, and the rump is some rock. It's so comfortable now. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to grow. So I got an apartment across from
The hi-hats.
in my
Here we go.
Put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody
Sadly, I do know this song.
let's go out with the bang. I'm way too young to lie forever. I'm way too old to try. So whatever, come hang. Let's go out with the bang. Feel like I'm gonna puke.
It has a lot of the sins AJR would usually have. It has those stupid loud choruses and everything that they do, trying to be epic and theatrical, but they come off as cringy. It's got the weird electronics and samples and the pitch shifting, but it's all a lot better than it usually is. And I will give them credit where credit is due. This is their normal sound to a better quality. And this chorus is so catchy, and I hate that it is, but it works. At least at the smallest melodic level, it is extremely catchy, and I know it's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the night. And you know what? That's what a pop song should do, even if it sucks. And I can't say I necessarily hate this song. It's got its problems, but at its core, it's not a terrible pop song.
Everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang. Let's go out with a bang. Here we go. So put your best face on, everybody.
See, though, I'm being fair. I could tear this song to shreds and act like that's the worst thing ever to be, like, funny or whatever. But I'm being fair and being open-minded. The song's not terrible. It's not. And I know some people do hate it.
Here we go.
It's far from the worst thing AJR has ever done. I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna give it the black GameCube controller. You know what? It's not the worst thing ever. And this is, so far, probably the best AJR project. Now, that's not saying a lot, considering the last two albums I talked about. Well, I haven't done a review of Neo Theater, but the last two albums I've heard were very bad. So saying this is the best AJR project is saying, like, that's the shiniest turd. But still, you know, they're improving. Maybe one day they'll make a good album. Who knows? You know? This was kind of long. Come back for part 2. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.